Hi folks, this is Toby and Today I'm going to go through several armor pieces that I consider to be essential for anyone looking to put together a bunch of mix sets and armor builds for Monster Hunter Rise. So as a longtime player of the series, I've always enjoyed putting together mix sets. I mean, full sets certainly look nice and have their uses. In fact, some like the Magnum Mallow set almost require you to wear all of its pieces if you want to get the skill Hellfire Cloak maxed out, for example. For the most part, however, you will need to go through the mix set route if you want to get certain skills together in one build, like max attack boost and weakness exploit or critical eye, for example. On that note, here are the individual armor pieces that I tend to use frequently when I'm putting together my mixed builds. For this video, I will focus on pieces with more general purpose skills, as opposed to specialized ones that prioritize a specific weapon. The Almudron headpiece, for example, is excellent for switch axes and charge blades due to having 2 points of rapid morph. But that's a specialized skill as opposed to an all-purpose one, so it won't be on this list. Same with skills like Focus or Pierce Up, which apply to more specific cases. That being said, these pieces will work well with your specialized armor piece or pieces of choice, so they certainly aren't mutually exclusive. In fact, these are actually the armor pieces you will most likely often use to round out your specialized sets. On that note, let's get started. First off, we've got the Golden Hakama, aka the Rajang Pants. Electric Pants. Now, back in Iceborne, one of my favorite armor pieces for mixing was the Ingotgreaves. If I remember correctly, I think I had 2 points of critical eye, and then deco slots up the yin-yang, as they used to say. So that piece was great for mixed builds that needed to stack affinity. The Rajang Pants are a bit different and stack 2 points of a skill that can be even harder to get, critical boost. This means that your critical hits will now do 35% extra damage instead of 25%. If you pair it with the Remobra chest, you'll get max critical boost right off the bat for 40% extra damage from critical hits. Plus the skin-tight look of the Remobra actually looks kinda nice with the Rajang's billowy pantaloons, so you've got both form and function. It even comes with 1 point of latent power, or a 10% affinity boost when it triggers. Add 2 level 1 slots, and you can mix in additional skills as well. Up next is another set of pants, the Ingotgreaves. Oh yeah, I use this one a lot. This armor piece comes with not 1, but 2 excellent all-around skills in attack boost and critical eye. On top of that, they come with 2 points for each. So none of that watered down 2% skim milk. We're talking about the rich stuff here. And if that was not enough, it also comes with 1 level 1 deco slot, which might not seem like a lot, but it is given that you're getting, I repeat, 2 points of attack boost and critical eye. What's that saying? The more you buy, the more you save? Or something like that. Anyway, this makes the Ingotgreaves a popular staple for mixed high attack and high affinity builds. Now, there are a couple of downsides. One is the lower defense, so you'll definitely want to upgrade it with armor spheres at the smithy. The other is that it competes with the Rajang Pants, since you can only pick one of them to use. Yeah, so Monster Hunter Rise still does not allow you to wear 2 pants at the same time. And while we're on the subject of pants, let's go with one more pair, the Gos Harag Greaves. Ah yes, Gos Harag. It's coming for you, especially if you haven't been a good boy or girl and ask for a Mai Shiranui in Super Smash Bros. Anyway, Gos Harag's pants come with a whopping 3 points of agitator, ants in his pants, which greatly raises your attack and affinity every time the monster is enraged. It's kind of like the ultimate, you mad bro? Troll skill. It's a pretty significant boost too, as it goes all the way up to attack plus 20, and affinity plus 15% when maxed out to level 5. That's more than even attack boost 7. Of course, with the catch that agitator isn't on all the time. Still, it's one more alternative in your toolbox when putting together a high attack, high affinity mix set. Up next is one of my favorite armor pieces in the game, the Anjanath Coil. You don't even know how much I farmed Anjanath to craft this piece, because that darn Anjanath gem just refused to drop. Desire sensor at full work. I mean, I got a bunch of plates, but no gems for the longest time. So I ended up using Dobro Coil for my all-purpose max attack boost and weakness exploit mix set, at least for a while, until the RNG gods finally smiled upon me. Oh. Now, you certainly have several attack boost alternatives for your waist, like the aforementioned Dobro Coil, and even the Rathalos Coil. But those come with other skills mixed in like Dragon Attack or Windproof. The Anjanath Waist trims the unnecessary fat and adds even more decoration slots with not just 1 level 2 jewel slot, but 2 extra level 1 slots as well. Certainly makes hunting all those Anjanath worth it. I mean, if the Anjanath see me at the game right now, they'll probably like turn tail and run the other way. Like, oh, not this guy again. Roar. By the way, Anjanath sounds almost exactly like my editor's name at work. Hope she doesn't watch this video. Anyway, let's continue our hits below the waist with the Spio Elytra. Or is that Spio Elytra? I have no idea. You know what? Let's go Spio Waist. There we go. This armor piece comes from one of the special hidden sets in the game, which requires you to acquire insect parts from the field, as well as special material from the Argosy captain, Rondine, who you talk to farm in the Buddy Plaza. Specifically, you want to farm stuff like herbs in order to get the toxic Kumori. And then the quality stomach comes from the Altaroth ants. So quick tip on Altaroth, wait for them to eat from a gathering spot before killing them. And this will make their butts glow, and then you get extra shinies when you kill them. A lesson, by the way, that does not translate at all to real life. Anyway, your reward is going to be the Spio Waist, which comes with 2 points of weakness exploit, which is actually one of the harder skills to get in the Monster Hunter Rise base game outside of armor pieces. You don't even know how many Moonbow melds I had to do with Kaigoro in order to get my single weakness exploit talisman. But it's worth it, as you can get a 50% affinity boost when hitting monster weak spots if you max out the skill. In fact, you can pair this with either the Zinogre head or chest, or the Remobra feet, if you want to max the skill out without a talisman. Rounding out the waist armor at the top here is one that's a bit of a surprise, the Izuchi Coil. The Izuchi is a great first armor to make for both low rank and when you first reach high rank, but you usually leave it once you get further in the game. The waist, however, has some staying power, thanks to its 2 points of critical eye, as well as 2 level 1 decoration slots. It does have some tough competition at the waist from the Anja and Spio, so you'll likely get your affinity elsewhere, but at the same time, it's also one of your best bets for squeezing in some extra crits into your builds, at least when you're early in the game and haven't crafted pieces from monsters that show up closer to the end game. Just make sure to boost its defense with armor spears. Next up, we've got arms. I guess we're working our way from the bottom up, I just noticed. So one of the best all-purpose arm options would be the Rathalos Braces, which come with 2 points of attack boost, as well as 1 level 2 slot. Given that you need 7 points of attack boost to max the skill out, getting 2 points from an armor piece is always welcome. Plus, it doesn't require crazy materials like a plate or a gem. For the chest, a nice all-purpose option would be the Nargacuga Mail. Neither rain nor sleet nor snow will stop the Nargacuga Mail from giving you 2 points of critical eye for folks looking to squeeze in some extra affinity in their builds. That 1 point in evade window is also a nice bonus, I guess, since it works with pretty much anything. Then you also have 2 level 1 deco slots, which are great for rounding out your mix set further. Now go take your Chunin exam. Or is that the Chunibyo exam? Then for the head, if you're looking to put together a mix set for elemental weapons, you will find the Ropessa Vertex to be quite useful. Ah yes, this one's a classic. I've always loved the butterfly armor. This armor piece requires another special material from Rondine, the butterfly beetle, which you should have a lot of if you've been using the trader to farm stuff like honey. The Ropessa head piece comes with 2 points of critical element and 1 level 1 deco slot. There's actually 1 less slot than the competing Remobra belt, but the advantage of the Ropessa is that it can be used with the Spio Waist in order to fit in those 2 points of weakness exploit. It also goes well with the Ropessa chest, which maxes out your critical element and also adds 2 points of critical eye. Now let's go over some armor pieces that either have a melee-centric or ranged focus. One of my favorite pieces in this regard is the Channeler's Hair Tie, which actually comes with both, so both melee and ranged skills. I also got a question from a commenter in a previous video in terms of what the equivalent for this armor piece is for guys, and I believe that would be the Utsushi Mask. Was it the hidden or visible one? I think it might be the hidden one. Anyway, this piece comes with 2 points of Razor Sharp, which is good for making that extra sliver of white or blue sharpness last longer for certain builds. It also comes with one of the most important skills for gunners, Spare Shot, and 2 points of Spare Shot at that. A level 1 slot also makes one of the best mix set pieces in the game even better. And then one melee-centric piece that goes well with the hair tie is the Magnamalo Arm Guard, also known as the Sinister Gauntlets. This comes with 2 points of Handicraft, which can either extend the sharpest part of your sharpness bar, or improve it from say green to blue or blue to white sharpness. This is great for improving the power of your melee weapon, as extra sharpness adds to a weapon's attack power. And then on the opposite end of the sharpness philosophy, one good armor piece for blade masters and melee weapon users would be the TRex Braces. Tigrex, Tigrex, potato, potato, something like that. This piece comes with 2 points of Bludgeoner, which increases the attack power of blunt weapons. Max it out to level 3, and you're looking at a 10% boost anytime your weapon sharpness is green or lower. The braces also come with Mind's Eye, which increases damage on hard targets and can prevent your weapon from bouncing, at least if you get it past the level 2. As such, it has really good synergy with Bludgeoner, as dull weapons tend to bounce. It also has one level 3 armor slot, so you could pretty much fit any decoration in that one. And then for gunners, one good all-purpose piece is the Vike Helm. This comes with 2 points of ammo up, which is just 1 short from the max. This skill increases your maximum clip size, or the number of shots that you can fire before you have to reload. This makes it especially great for ammo with small clips like cluster or sticky. The only downside is that it competes for the head slot with the Chandler or Utsushi headpiece, so you'll have to be a bit more creative in order to combine both spare shot and ammo up. Another great all-purpose piece for gunners is the Moss Garl Roots. This comes with 2 points of recoil down, allowing you to either walk while firing or reduce recoil to a quick flinch, so you get extra mobility when gunning. As an added bonus, you get 1 level 2 and 1 level 1 slot for fitting in decorations. One challenge with this set is that it can be hard to make it look nice with other armor pieces. I mean, look at it. By the way, this is a special armor that requires materials from the Meowcenaries minigame. Basically, you're going to need the Omega Pumpkin, which can be acquired from the Shiny Plant missions in a Meowcenary hunt. And then for gunners looking to improve the reload speed, the Moss Garl Workplate is a great option. This comes with 2 points of reload speed, which is the highest you can find in one piece for the base game. I mean, the base game at release. And then it also comes with 1 level 2 slot. Reducing reload speed is especially useful for slow loading ammo, as it makes you less vulnerable to enemy attacks in between reloading shots. And then, like I said, it has 1 level 2 slot, which means you can at least fit a point for 1 medium level skill, like artillery for example. Anyway, there you go. 15 armor pieces for hunters looking to up their mix set game. I mean, there are other pieces that I actually wanted to mention, but I didn't want this video to be super long, so I focused on the essentials that have a lot of use. Kind of like your all-rounders. So what armor pieces do you love to use in your mix sets? I'm always interested in hearing what other folks use, so please feel free to share any thoughts or questions you may have in the comments section. Once again, this is Tabiasobi, and thank you for watching. Now go craft some crazy mix builds out there.
This is for my fellow hunters!